He's not gonna beat me. Don't worry about it. He's not gonna beat me. Don't worry about it. I think this fight is gonna be in the books of the history of boxing for sure.
I got the speed over Canelo. I got the reach over him. He might got the size, the power. I got the better skills, boxing skills.
In a wild twist that's got the boxing world buzzing, leaked sparring footage has surfaced showing Terence "Bud" Crawford getting knocked down during an intense session with middleweight contender Carlos Adames, and to stir things up even more, Canelo Alvarez saw the clip and apparently couldn't stop laughing. The undisputed super middleweight champ's reaction instantly went viral, sparking heated debates from fans and fighters alike, with Crawford, known for his slick defense, the footage, and Canelo's laughter have thrown serious shade on his legacy and amped up their rivalry big time.
You know what? If you look at his career, don't get me wrong, okay? He's a good fighter, but if you look at his career, mention one elite fighter.
So Postal wasn't elite?
Who?
Victor Postal.
Who's that guy?
So Ricky Burns wasn't elite?
Ricky Burns doesn't elite.
Okay.
The video popped up again on July 8, 2025, and shows a younger Terence Crawford sparring with Carlos Adames, back when Crawford was still campaigning as a lightweight and Adames was hovering around the 160 mark, while sparring can vary a lot, depending on the day. The clip clearly shows Crawford getting dropped and visibly shaken, which has reignited old discussions about weight class jumps and how well his style.
Ahora tú, ahí por el país.
Insiders say when Canelo Alvarez saw the footage, he cracked up laughing and didn't hide how amused he was, but this wasn't just some joke, it was a calculated jab at Crawford's vulnerability with all of Canelo's experience at 168 and beyond, and wins over the likes of Dmitry Bivol and Sergey Kovalev. He knows exactly what kind of physicality dominates those weight classes, and this reaction shows.
He's not gonna beat me. Don't worry about it. He's not gonna beat me. Don't worry about it. I think this fight is gonna be in the books of the history of boxing for sure. That's for sure.
For sure, them belts coming with me. They coming home with me. I'm telling you right now.
You can see it, but it's gonna be difficult. You take it to your
I'm taking them, and ain't nothing you gonna be able to do about it. Come fight
and
now.
I know Turkey is in your corner,
I promise you.
But look, it's gonna be very difficult. He's gonna be so mad that day. Believe me.
I see you. I see you. You see I'm different.
I see you too.
You see I'm different than all the other ones.
No, I see you. No, you don't know different. You're nothing different.
I'm different.
Nothing different.
I'm different.
We'll see.
You gonna see.
We'll
know
see.
it.
We'll see. We'll see.
Carlos Adames didn't hold back when he talked about his old sparring sessions with Crawford in a June 2024 interview with Boxing 247. Adames called the whole idea of Crawford fighting Canelo flat out ridiculous, and said Bud had skipped some crucial learning steps at the higher weights. He remembered sparring with Crawford when he was just 19 and said even back then Crawford wasn't handling the power like he should have been, and now with Adames being a fully developed 30-year-old fighter, he's confident that if they stepped in the ring today, it'd be a completely different outcome.
¿Crees que Crawford podría subir de división y quizás desafiarte por tu título?
Bueno, aquí es bienvenido. Yo estoy preparado para quien sea, cuando sea y como sea. Yo siempre lo he dicho. Yo a peleadores no me le quito, no le pongo pero. Si él quiere subir a las 160 para enfrentarme, ya tuvimos sparring, él puede subir.
Welcome 1-0. I'm gonna face anybody anytime. I've sparred with Crawford, and if he wants to come up with 160, bring him on. I'd be glad to go up against him.
And lastly, please. Sorry. This is my last. Sorry. Lastly, this is. Yeah. So please give me your assessment, please, on Canelo and Crawford, because Crawford wants that fight so badly, and you sparred him. Is Canelo too strong for Crawford? Yeah.
¿Te parece el Canelo es demasiado fuerte para Crawford? ¿Qué te parece de esa pelea?
Pienso que sí, ya que subir 3 divisiones bastante libre, demasiada, yo diría. Pienso que no es algo que él lo necesita ahora mismo. Crawford en su carrera ha demostrado que es un buen peleador, pero pienso que no tiene que estar corriendo esos grandes riesgos, porque no solamente pone su carrera en riesgo, también pone su vida, porque un golpe de Canelo le puede hacer daño de por vida.
I don't think Crawford needs the Canelo fight right now. I think it's kind of needless for Crawford because his reputation is well cemented, and a punch by Canelo could not only be dangerous for him to lose the fight, but it could be dangerous for his...
Adams also pointed out that the punching power Crawford shows at welterweight wouldn't carry over well to super middleweight. In his view, this is the same issue Canelo ran into when he fought Dimitri Bivol at light heavyweight. Even with his skill set, Canelo couldn't land the same kind of punishing shots he was used to delivering at 168, and Adams believes Crawford would face that same problem, only worse against natural middleweights or super middleweights like himself or Canelo. Bud just might find himself in deep waters.
It's gonna be an interesting proposition because he has good power, he's a good counter puncher, and his reputation as a strategic fighter precedes him. But I think that he's gonna take more care of not being hit by me than to try to counter punch.
Shocker, Stevenson remembers one sparring session with Crawford that really stuck with him. It was the moment he realized just how heavy Crawford's hands actually are. Stevenson recalled watching Bud step into the ring with a heavyweight sparring partner and thinking to himself, man, I'm nervous for this guy, and then boom, out of nowhere, Crawford lands one shot, and the big man starts stumbling around the ring like he just got hit by a truck. Stevenson said he was genuinely stunned, and for him that moment was proof Crawford's power isn't just hype, it's real, and it cuts through every weight class he touches.
The story, I said it before, but I'm gonna say it again. I was in the gym. I want to say I was getting ready for Chris Diaz or something, and he was sparring like a heavyweight fighter. I'm looking, I'm type nervous for him. I'm like, why is he in the ring with this big old dude? And man, I swear he done caught this dude on the chin. Boom, dude wobbling all around the ring. I'm like, what the God is this dude this strong? But it's like, honestly, Bud is very strong. A lot of people don't realize how strong he is as a fighter, and his punching power could carry through the weight class.
Things got seriously heated during the June 22nd press event in New York when Terence Crawford walked up and shoved Canelo during their face-off. What started out like a normal stare-down turned intense fast when Canelo fired right back with a solid push of his own. The two locked eyes in a fiery exchange, and it looked like it could have exploded right there if security and Dana White hadn't jumped in to separate them. And this wasn't just some promo stunt either. Crawford had a sly grin after the shove, but Canelo looked genuinely pissed, leaning in with his fingers raised while being held back, and just like that, the hype for their September 13th clash in Vegas hit a whole new level.
Canelo, what did you think about the shove, that moment that happened on stage?
Oh, I'm turning it on right now.
Right? Yeah. Did it make you want to go harder for the 13th?
I don't know, but made me feel more excited.
Love it.
I'm gonna train so far.
After the face-off, Crawford didn't let the moment rattle him. Instead, he made light of the whole thing, joking that he might cry if Canelo shoved him again. With a sarcastic grin, Bud turned the tension into comedy, flipping the narrative and proving he's not just physically ready, but mentally locked in to the way he shrugged off the aggression shows.
But what if Canelo shoved you again in his press conference?
I'm crying like a baby. Yeah.
All right, thank you.
You can take a guy like Canelo, this guy can do, he can pick and choose who he want to fight. And I'm going to tell y'all the truth about Canelo. Easy, man. Easy. Y'all sitting up here, y'all praising this dude. This dude was nothing. I was almost 40 years old when I cooked this dude. Easy.
Right now, I think Crawford is a little better than Mayweather, but Canelo have more experience right now.
Canelo Alvarez has built himself into one of the most dominant forces in the super middleweight division. His record speaks for itself with 63 wins, just 2 losses and 2 draws, along with 39 knockouts. And that's not even counting the fact that he's held world titles in 4 different weight classes, from junior middleweight all the way up to light heavyweight. His biggest milestone came in 2021 when he beat Caleb Plant.
Listen, Canelo needs to understand he's a different fighter now. The deterioration is there. He's not the same guy. He's not that destroyer who's looking for knockouts early and keeps a pace and a pressure on you. He throws 30 punches around. You're not the same guy. So telling everyone you're going to knock them out and then going into, 6 decisions in a row now? Scores a knockdown every time. Power's still there. The problem is the pace and the ability to carry on and push. That's the real difference. And that comes with age. He's 34 going on 45 at this, as far as I'm concerned. He's got a ton of fights, been around for a long time, doesn't have that same desire, the same drive to take the chances against these younger, bigger guys, because he is fighting younger, bigger guys. So you got to keep that in mind as well.
I'll say he is the hardest for sure. One of the fighters that hit very hard was Angulo. You know, he's a Cuban guy and he punched very hard too. So I'll say both of them are like the same, but you know, with Canelo, I was just mentally ready for his shots. You know, I already told myself, I know I'm gonna get hit. I know I'm gonna get hit on my chin, but it's, you know, I gotta bite down on my mouthpiece and push. You know, and look what happened in the third round. I got hit with a left hook. We'd be practicing and camp the whole time, you know, keeping my right hand to my chin. And I wound up just moving and he connected right on my chin. And you see how I punched my glove. You know, that's like a thing for me when my last time when I got dropped, I was punching my gloves. I'm like, damn, I got hit with a shot. I'm not supposed to be on the floor. But, you know, it comes with boxing. You know, the Grace done got dropped, you know, got hurt. But it's about how you come back and respond.
Standing at 5'8" and now 34 years old, Canelo brings a mix of raw power, slick movement, and high-level experience. That makes him a nightmare for anyone in the ring. His recent win over William Skull in May by unanimous decision was just another reminder that he's still operating at the elite level, and even though there's a wave of young, hungry fighters coming up through the ranks, Canelo's ring IQ and ability to adjust on the fly continue to separate him from the rest.
He fought Canelo, and he was like standing right in front of Canelo, and Canelo's just whiffing. It was a life lesson. And then you look at how good Canelo's head movement got after that fight when he realized it. I mean, my God, when he fought Danny Jacobs, and Canelo's just standing right in front of him, bobbing and weaving. That's all what he learned from fighting Floyd.
Canelo hasn't been shy about calling a fight with Crawford easy money. He's gone as far as saying he'd only take the bout if there's a massive payday involved somewhere around $150 million. And that kind of comment makes one thing clear. This fight isn't just about belts or pride. It's a blockbuster event with serious money on the line. Both fighters know what's at stake, and with fans already hyped for a legacy-defining matchup, the financial reward just confirms how huge this crossover really is.
If it's what I want to take it, you know.
Would you put a rehydration?
We'll see. I don't like to talk about other fight when I got it.
But you understand, like that's the fight that everyone wants to see. That's the fight that fans want to see you in there with.
I understand that. Same happened with other.
Yeah, and it happened.
And same happened with television.
And it happened.
And same with the video song.
And it happened. I think it happened.
And with Troll, and with Mayweather, with Cotto.
That's why I believe the fight happened. Would you ever go for 175? It's 168. I feel like you fought everybody. They're taking belts away from you. 175, you got Benavidez, you got Morel, you got the rematch people.
If I go 175, after that, pretty much.
That would be the first one. Well, then you can look around and see what's out there.
And then,
would you make a Crawford's performance against Canelo?
I think he knows why his class is there, right? He make a good fight, but for me, I think he lost the fight or draw.
Okay.
Or could be the other side.
He was saying your name a lot all week. I was out there in LA.
He want to say the fight. If they don't talk about me, they don't say.
Would you look at a fight with Crawford? In the past, you told me no.
If the money is right, I mean,
money's got to be big.
I don't like fighters.
Wait, question. Do you want to say 168 or look 165? All right, big fight, September 14th. Watch it on ppv.com. Canelo Alvarez going for more history.
Canelo, Johnny Boy Boxing. Man. Okay. Now why I'm doing that, huh? Canelo, Johnny Boy Boxing, fight hype. I just want to ask you, what do you think about Terence Crawford? What do we think about Terence Crawford's performance, and do you want to get a fight with him?
If the money is right, I mean,
$100 million. I heard Turkey offered you a big money already.
Under 50.
150?
But Crawford didn't let Canelo's comments slide. He fired back saying people always doubt him whenever he moves up in weight. Everyone keeps talking like it's going to be too much, but he pointed out the facts. Canelo moved up and took a loss, while Crawford went up and came out on top, and to him that says everything you need to know. Bud believes he's built.
They talk all the crazy stuff about me going up and having a tough time, but he went up in weight and lost.
That's the difference. I went up weight and won. He went up and lost. You know, so let's not do that, Canelo.
Still, not everyone agrees with the doubters because to weight world champ Andre Ward is backing Crawford all the way. He's so confident, he said he'd bet the house on Crawford beating Canelo. Even with the massive jump to 168, Ward admits there's a size difference but says what Crawford brings in heart and fight IQ more than makes up for it, and he made it clear he's not betting against Terence Crawford. No matter who the opponent is, someone's going to have to prove they can actually break his will. Even after some shaky moments at 154, Ward says he's still riding with Bud all day.
I'm going with Terence Crawford. You know, big weight jump, a dangerous fight, but somebody's got to prove to me that they can break Terence Crawford's will and that he can't figure it out against you. You know, it ain't no disrespect toward Canelo, but I've said this last couple of years. I'm not betting against Terence Crawford against nobody right now. You got to show me that you can be